now getting live visuals coming in from Colombo of Prime Minister Modi. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is in Sri Lanka. It seems he has now reached Anuradhapura. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is going to be inaugurating. Prime Minister Modi is going to be inaugurating a rail line in Anuradhapura as well, and it seems he's going to be visiting the Mahabodhi temple in Anuradhapura as well. Remember, Prime Minister is in Anuradhapura currently. He's just arrived. He's going to be visiting the Mahabodhi temple. He'll also be inaugurating, along with President Desanaike, a rail line that will connect the northern part of Sri Lanka to Colombo, which is, of course, boosting connectivity. Now, this particular rail line as well is mostly paid for by India. So, it's an Indian-assisted rail line that's going to be inaugurated. Talking about Anuradhapura, it does have rich cultural and historical significance, as it was the capital of ancient Sri Lanka. This city as well boasts religious and political history as well. Anuradhapura is also the hometown of Desanaike. And of course, talking about the cultural significance, India does have deep cultural ties with Sri Lanka, which also stems from Buddhism. Prime Minister Modi is going to be visiting a Buddhist temple, the Mahabodhi temple there, and he's also going to be offering prayers at the Mahabodhi tree in Anuradhapura. Now, as far as Anuradhapura also is in fact home to some of the holiest sites for Buddhists, and it is believed that Buddhism had come to Sri Lanka from India in the 3rd century, and that of course was linked to Anuradhapura, as Devam Simpya was the ruler at that time in Anuradhapura, which is said to have brought the Bodhi tree there from Gaya in Bihar. This, of course, is a deep linkage to India as far as Anuradhapura is concerned, along with Buddhism, and the reason for this particular place attracting a lot of tourism as well. Prime Minister Modi not only going to be visiting the Mahabodhi temple, but he's also going to be inaugurating the rail line there, which is going to be connecting the northern part of Sri Lanka to Colombo. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is in Sri Lanka for 3 days. He's, of course, this is the last day of his visit there in Sri Lanka. Remember, earlier when Prime Minister Modi spoke in Sri Lanka, he also said that India has given its full support to Sri Lanka in all sectors there, of course, and it's going to boost the infrastructure and development in Sri Lanka, was the promise that Prime Minister Modi had given when he had spoken there as well. He'd announced several projects yesterday, and today he's going to be inaugurating a major rail line there. My colleague Gauri joins us with more details. Gauri, it seems Prime Minister Modi has arrived in Anuradhapura.
He has in fact arrived at Anuradhapura, the naval air base, and he will be at the Mahabodhi temple very shortly, Aarti. And in fact, before I talk to you about the Mahabodhi temple, let me just quickly show you around and the viewers at the Anuradha railway station. You will be able to see a long list of, a growing list the people who are there supporting and waving the flags of India and Sri Lanka. And you can see that all of them waiting for the railway line to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi and President Desanaike in the next 1 hour or so. It's totally lit and beautifully decked up in floral decorations. The reason for that is this is the 128-kilometer railway line that has been built completely by Indian government's assistance, and it is going to connect the northern part of Sri Lanka to Colombo. All of it, at 128 kilometers, by the line of credit that has been issued by and extended by Government of India. Second part is the signaling system of this railway line, about 60 odd kilometers of it wasn't signaled, and that project has also been constructed and done by Indian government's assistance under the line of credit. So, which is why this project is very significant, and also it's part of India's push, Prime Minister Modi's push to focus on the India-aided projects. He inaugurated one yesterday, the solar project, and today as well, he will be doing so for the Anuradhapura railway station. So, I told you right now, in all floral decorations, waiting for the two leaders to come in. And in fact, it's also going to be a major boost in terms of connectivity for Sri Lanka, in terms of connecting a large part of the country from north to south. That is the other leg. So two parts to his Sri Lanka itinerary on day 3. One being the Mahabodhi temple, huge significance from a cultural and historical point of view. We'll come to that. Second, I'm showing you these live visuals of the Anuradhapura railway station.